everyone and welcome to another Blackstone Fortress adventure, and as you can see it's already been decided what we're going to do today. We are going back into the main adventure. We are cashing in 4 clues and we are going to the stronghold known as the Null-Gravity Abyss. Now I know I randomed the first stronghold I went to. I decided to pick the one I wanted to do this time because we've done this one digitally and I thought it was quite fun. It involves creating you create a normal adventure, then you shuffle and draw 4 cards. So we have 4 cards here, and depending on how long it takes us to get through the pathing down to the actual stronghold, this might be split across 2 videos. Just gauge at the time whether or not it feels like it's necessary. If it is split into 2 videos, the second part will be live tomorrow at the same time. So those are getting cashed in rather. They'll get reshuffled back into a discovery deck. We have our intrepid band of explorers. This is the stronghold they want to go after, so we'll put that to one side as well. Quickly go over their stuff. Janus Drake, he's inspired because he has his secret agenda. He has Hellfire Shells and a Melta Bomb. Amelin is inspired because she has her secret agenda. She's got a Celestial Shield, 2 Plasma Grenades. UR25 has a Phoenix Rune and explosive ammunition. And then Pius Voron has a Med Pack, a Bionic Eye, a Dark Age weapon, and that is it. So I think that covers everything. I'm getting better at doing these intros quicker. We've got all of our ships. We might as well just go straight to what our first card is. It's a combat. Oh, it's a combat from the Ambo expansion. Doesn't necessarily mean the Ambo will be here, but it does mean it's a new layout. Interesting. So let's see what we're fighting. 4 Urgles, Combat Group 2. 4 Negavolt Cultists, oh dear. And Combat Group 3. Oh, we were so close to getting the Ambo again, but it's going to be 1 Boar Infestation, which is nothing. Okay, we'll get this map set up and we can get started with our adventure aiming for the stronghold. So here we are with the combat set up. The Boar Worm is obviously up there on the right, the Negavolt Cultists are kind of in the middle, and the Urgles are down here at the bottom, as are most of the exits, so this one's kind of forcing you to go down the middle. But we'll start combat, which means Destiny dice. We lose the 4s, but we keep a 3, 6 and a 5, that's okay. And then we'll see initiative order before we do anything else. So the Pius Voron is going first, and then you are. Did I shuffle these? I think I shuffled these last time. Okay, Hostile Group 1, so that is the Urgles. Hostile Group 3 is the Boar Worm Infestation. Janus Drake, and then Hostile Group 4 isn't used, so we'll just discard that. And then Hostile Group 2 at the end there. So they're going last. That's good information. Janus Drake, his dice. 2, 2, 2, and a 4. That could definitely be better. Amelin wants some high dice to ignore the Negavolt Cultists cover. 1, 6. Oh, and there's a 6 on the board as well. You are, with his explosive rounds. Ooh, that's a good roll. 4, 4, 6. Good enough, and some good rolls for Pius. Yeah, okay, a 1, 2, 6, 6. Pretty good. So we begin with Pius Voron, and she is going to move 6, I think. Let's come up here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts them 2 away. Let's go 5. Because then they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she can see both sets. And they're all 3 away, which means she can do Cleansing Flame on a 6, and she'll do it on this square first, on the one on the left. So that's a crit. It's dead if it doesn't get an 18 plus, which it did not. Then the other one in the same square with the Cleansing Flame, just a hit, which it did not ignore, so that's 1 wound. Then she will Cleansing Flame the other square with her other 6, because that's the best chance at 2 kills. Just 1 hit on the first one, did not shake it, so that is 1 wound, and it hits the other one on the square as well. That's a crit, don't shake it. Shook it, never mind. She'll spend the 6 off the board to do another Cleansing Flame on that tile there to get a double D12 against them again. Single wound, I was going left to right again, so it's the one that's wounded. He did not shake it. He is gone. Oop, there we are. And then the other one on the same square. normal wound, which he did not shake, so he is also wounded. I don't think she wants to do anything else. Actually, she might as well exhaust her card and fire her pistol. It won't ignore cover, so she needs to get a crit to kill either one of them. She'll fire at him. Nope, hit down to miss. Fine, so now it's UR's turn. He's going to spend those to move 4 and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he can only see that target. He'll spend his 6, and that means he's firing 3 times at range 2, but he has to get a crit because otherwise it ignores cover. First shot, miss. Second shot, there, it's a crit. Just have to move the scenery a little bit. Dead unless he shrugs it. He's adjacent to a person, so he does shrug it. Third shot, that's a hit down to a miss because of cover. Oh, I should have said, because he uses it once per turn, expends explosive ammunition, so that means that after you do an attack, you can make the same attack against other hostiles in the same hex or an adjacent hex. So, 1 attack presumably, not 3. Well, actually, if it's the same attack, it would be 3, but it doesn't matter. What's the chances of getting a 19 or a 20 again? Good. He killed that one with the explosion. Now, I forgot to roll for inspiration for Voron, and that's important. She killed 4 wounds worth? Nope. Well, 5 actually. And UR killed 1. He did not roll a 1. So he does nothing. And then Amelin is up. She shall move 8. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually, because that's 1, 2, 3 away. 3 away. She'll spend the 6 to do a cover ignoring shot. She got him. Oh, unless he shrugs on a 20. Nope. So he is gone. Hostile group 2 is wiped out. And then she's going to wait. She'll overwatch with her 3 down to a 2. Because I want her to phase through the wall after the Urgles run out. I think that might be a good idea. Speaking of which, it's on to the Urgles. I need to look out their AI card. Alright, the Urgles are all hidden. We're going to start with that one and just kind of work our way around clockwise. 7 while hidden is a sneak. And they move 3, right? Yeah. 1, 2. And then he can't go any further because he'd be seen. Next one. A 1 is a hold. Next one. A 2 is a hold. Can I roll a 3? A 12. That's a charge. So that would be a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And he's in there. So he's being aggressive. His friends, however, are not. Speaking of which, it is the Boar infestation now. So I need to find where I've left that card. Just to my left, annoyingly. Under some stuff. There we are. Hidden, Boar infestation, 15. Advance. So it's a moving attack, but he doesn't have range, so you just go 1, 2, and he's being aggressive, which is a little rare for those little guys. Janus is up next. He's going to spend 3 of his dice to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, 4. I'll give him 1 back. And then he'll spend to do a basic attack, a d12, into the Urgle. He missed. He'll spend his 4 to do, is that 2 he can do for flurry of attacks? Yes. 2 of them. That's a wound. Actually, we're on his inspired size. No, it is 2. The other one, oh, fine. He'll spend the 3 off the board to do another one to try and kill the Urgle. He got it. Now he can't see anything else, so that's going to be it. Do the Negavolt Cultists reinforce? They do not. So that's straight to end of turn event. A 13 on that is escape chamber. It has to come as far away from my group as possible, which I think will be there, so it will appear there. So we're set up with the escape chamber there. However, Amelin should have had her overwatch shot against the Boar when it moved into view. It's 3 away, so that is a single d12, just to see if it kills it, because it's not in, oh, it's in cover, so she can't see it. Never mind. That is irrelevant. So we are on to the new round as stated. Destiny dice. We lose the 6s. We lose the 1s. We have a single 4. And I'll just do these dice because I just realised I forgot to shuffle the initiative deck. Shouldn't play Blackstone Fortress in the morning. That's a really good roll from Janice. A 1, 6, 6, 6. Oh, okay. 4566 for Amelin as well. That's also really, really good. Can we see some sixes? Nope, none for UR. That's okay. 134. And then Amelin. A 6, a 5, and 2 ones. Alright, I forgot to do the initiative cards. So, one moment please. Alright, cards done. UR25 is going first. And then we have ourselves the Boar Infestation. Then we have ourselves the Negative Cultists, assuming they come back. Oop, and then we have ourselves the Urgles. We have ourselves Janice Drake. We have ourselves Amelin. And then, of course, we'll have Pius Voron. And Janice will attempt his free gambit. He didn't get it, so never mind. In that case, it's straight on to UR, who will move 1 for 1. And then he will Power Claw the Boarworm with his 3, which is double D8s. And you can see it because they're adjacent. He missed. He'll do the same with his 4. He missed. He'll do the same with the 4 on the Destiny board. Goodness sake, robot. He got a crit, it's dead. Goodbye, Boarworm Infestation. Robot, he did 2 wounds. And he rolled low, but not low enough. Good job. So now, does that Boarworm immediately reinforce? No. Does the Cultists reinforce? Or do the Cultists reinforce? No, they do not, because that's a 6. We go straight to the Urgles then. And he can... yeah, middle to middle they can see. So he can be seen, those 2 are hidden. So we'll do the one that can be seen. That is a 14 while within... well, close, because he's within... oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3. No. Wait, no, he is 3. Yeah, sorry. So he is. So that is a charge. Boop. Boop. And point blank, 3 attacks into UR. First attack is a hit. UR's got his rerollable defense. He blocked it. Second attack, nothing. Third attack, nothing. Good. Now the first Urgle that's hidden. 19, that'll be a charge probably. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1. And then the other one. 7 while hidden is a sneak. 1, 2. He'll stop right there. So then it's Janice. And Janice is going to... he has to move. He wants to stab. So he'll move. He'll move into UR's square so neither of them are getting cover. And he will go for a flurry of attacks with one of his many 6s. So that's a d12 against each of them. Well, 3 attacks starting with this one. That's a wound. Going to hit him again. Killed him. And then the other one, nothing. He'll spend a 6 to do 3 attacks into him. Just need 1 crit. Alright. That's 4 wounds. He'll spend his last 6 on a... yeah, you can see that square, and that's 3 away. Pistol and Rapier, single d12, nothing. That's alright. So he got, what, 4 wounds there? He did actually get an Inspire point, not that there's much need for it, but you can use it for a reroll. So that was Janice's turn, then it's Amelin's turn. She is going to Phase Crystal for 4, which gives her movement 4, but she can pass through everything. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then she is going to shoot her long rifle. I forgot she rerolls, not just ignores cover when she's firing that, but this is rerollable. She'll reroll it, try for the kill. Should have just taken it. Spend one of her 6s to try again. She'll take the wound. She'll take it. And then she'll spend her last 6, because we aren't getting out this turn anyway, to shoot it again. It's rerollable. She got it. So that is all the Urgles dealt with, and she's right at the escape elevator. She can't loot this turn, but she can loot next turn before leaving. So that just leaves Pius Voron, and she's going to scarp her. She's going to go, well, she's going to spend those 2 for 6 for a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto the same square. Then she's going to spend the 6 for Infernal. And it's 2 hexes visible to her, so she's going to put them there because those are 2 potential reinforcement points. I just realised actually the reinforcement points, the closest reinforcement point is literally behind her. So she'll do that instead. Because that's where enemies are going to respawn from. And then she'll loot, because she had the spare dice that Amelin did not. So this isn't a side quest, we're allowed to loot if we want. Discovery card, I have shuffled these. We got another clue, so she's now holding on to 2 clues of the 4 we need for another stronghold. End of round event. 3. Unfulfilled destiny. No destiny dice next turn. So it is a new round, and there is reinforcement rolls to be made for the various enemy groups. So that is the Urgles who have been wiped out. Amelin is next, so she's just going to scarp her. Then we have Janice. Then we have UR. Since we don't have any destiny dice, UR might not be able to get out this turn unless he rolls high for all his dice. Okay, so that's the roll we're getting. Let's see what actual dice we're getting. This is Janice's roll. 1, 2, 1, 3 is not great. Amelin doesn't really need anything because she's just getting into the elevator. So of course she rolls really well with 5, 5, 6, 3. UR, high rolls please. Well, that's what? That's 4 movement in total. That's probably no. That is not enough. Good. And then Pius Voron is fine. She's going late, so that's actually perfect. So hostile group 1. Do the Urgles reinforce? No, they do not. Amelin, she's just going to spend 1 and get out. She'll stand in the door. Well, no, she'll go to the back. Actually, if she goes to the back here, she can see the reinforcement points, and she'll overwatch. So if anyone pops out, she'll get a bunch of shots on them. Just in case. Janice. Where are we? Janice. 6, 8 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's out. UR. So because he's not inspired, you have to spend a 4+ to get 2 movements. So that's 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, annoying. Hostile group 2. Do any of the negative occultists come back? They do not. Pius Voron, her infernals disappear. She's immediately going to lay them down again with the 6, and then spend 1 of her dice to go 1, 2, 3, and walk in. So we're basically out. Let's see if the Boar Worm comes back. Oh, I think it does. Nope, no, it needs to be 1, 2, or 3. So it doesn't. We're pretty much done, even if the reinforcements come back before the robot. So I think we're going to call this combat a victory and just say the robot made it. Especially with the fire there, anything that spawns out is just going to instantly die. So we'll say that fight is concluded. We only got 1 loot, but it was a clue, so that's fine. And that does mean we can move on to the next card. We are back in the elevator. It is time to draw the second of 4 cards. And it is a challenge. It's a smash it open one where we have to do 12 damage, and then each person gets a discovery card. We can really quickly do that. Janice is going to do 3 sets of 3 attacks. Nothing. That's 3. Wow. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. And then his last 3. You just need to see, well, that's 10. That's 11. Nope, Janice did not do it by himself, but we're obviously going to do it because Amelin is rolling double d12s in point blank. Oh look, we did it. Everybody gets a discovery card. So, from left to right then, Janice gets Archaeotech worth 2. Amelin gets a clue. UR25 gets a clue, so we actually already have enough for another Stronghold already. Wow! I did shuffle these, I promise. So that challenge is done. I'll get them sorted in a second. Let's see what's next. Another challenge, surprise attack. Take initiative cards from the explorers and shuffle them, then reveal the cards one at a time. As each explorer's initiative card is revealed, that explorer is attacked once by a spindle drone pulse, and then it goes up in difficulty level. We're just going to go in explorer order to save me untidying the initiative deck that I have ready for the next combat. So we're going to say Janice gets attacked by level 0. It missed. And then Amelin gets attacked by level 1. It hits her with a crit. And she did not dodge it, so she just took a mortal wound. Sorry, a grievous wound. She isn't dead. And then a level 2 pulse on UR. It missed. And then a level 3 on Pius. It hits her for just a basic wound. And she didn't block it, so she took a normal wound. So at the end of that phase, we do get a vitality roll. Does Voron heal that? She does. So I'll get that immediately off there. And then does Amelin bring her Grievous down? She did. Yes, Grievous. She's still wounded, but she brought it down to a normal wound. So that's just fine. So that means there's 1 card left in the route. Is it a combat? It is a combat. Oh, it's another Ambo one. and it's got the tunnel mechanic. So the way the tunnel mechanic works is only explorers can use it. They enter an A point or B. They get taken off the map to this little part. They can only do a crawl action, which I believe is half their normal move, but it's a way to get around the map sneakily. Okay, alright, we'll get this set up then. So the combat is set up. I totally forgot to draw the cards for who we're fighting. Hostile Group 1 is 2 Rogue Psychers and 6 Traitor Guardsmen. Hostile Group 2 would have been one other Rogue Psyker, only have 2, so can't do that. And 6 more Traitor Guardsmen, so there's the other 6. And then the last group was also meant to be 6 Traitor Guardsmen. There isn't enough in the box, so it's just 2. Also, we're probably not going to need to use the tunnel, because I just want to get out and get to the Stronghold, so we can do it in one video. We just need to get there, call the elevator. So, we want to do this quick. Destiny Dice. Not a good start. We lose the 5s, but we have a 1, 2 and a 6. This is also a perfect chance for Pius Voron to inspire just before the Stronghold as well. Speaking of which, Pius Voron is going first, then Amelin is going, then Janice Drake is going. Can we see who you are? Nope, that is Hostile Group 1, that's the people we don't want to go. Hostile Group 3, that's the fairly irrelevant because they can't take the tunnels. Hostile Group 2, and then UR is the slowest. Alright, well, let's see what we get for people's rolls. Amelin is only rolling 3, but this is Janice. 6, 5, 1, 1. 3 for Amelin. 1, 3, 4. She'd ideally like to get a chance to heal, but we'll see. For UR, 2, 4, 4. Not that great. Voron, I want to see good numbers. Okay. 1, 3, 3, 5. And she is going first. So she'll immediately move 3. 1, 2, 3. That's not good enough. She'll spend the 1 off the Destiny board to go there, because that puts them 2 squares away, which means she can spend the 6 off the board to do Cleansing Flame. And hopefully burn some guardsmen. There's 1 dead. Next one. That's double dead. 3rd one. She'll use her Bionic Eye to reroll a failed attack. It doesn't say reroll a failed attack die, it says reroll a failed attack, so presumably it's the whole thing. She got it. She killed 3 in 1 Cleansing Flame. She has inspired. For the rest of the mission, that is. Not forever. And she's used her Bionic Eye this turn. The other 2 are going before the enemies do. There's a chance to just get in here and chain blade things. She'll spend her 3 then to move in and say, hello, heretical psychers. I'm now going to Vindicator chain blade you with a double D8 attack, if you don't mind. She critted, so it's dead if it doesn't shrug, which it doesn't. I have to be gentle with these so we don't break again. And then she'll try and kill the other one as well with her last die. Oh, Pius Voron, you're wonderful. That is both Rogue Psychers down. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. She got 11 wounds worth of kills there. 13. So close. She did not inspire. She did, however, wipe out most of the heretics with only the help of 1 Destiny die. Now it's Amelin's turn to move in there as well. Or she could sit and heal. Let's spend the 2 off the board for a heal to see if she can just get away with it. So it's the last Destiny dice this turn. That's a crit. She could have removed 2. So she's good. She'll spend 1 for moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a great position for getting in there. She'll spend the 3 to get in there, and she shall use her sword, which is a power blade 2d12, once on the flamer. She critted and killed them. Don't mess with this team, they will mess you up. So now Janice needs to get over there. He'll spend his 2 1s for a total of 4 move, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he'll spend his 5 to move in, and then spend his 6 for 3 attacks on the 2 survivors there. Point blank D12, starting with the pistol. Well, they're both the same actually, doesn't matter. First guy, he'll attack the first guy again. He wounded them, he will attack them again. Oh, Janice didn't do so well. Alright, well. Reinforcement roll for that group of people who just went. 4 on that group is nothing. It needs to be a 3, 2 or a 1. Hostile group 3 are the guardsmen up at the end, who I don't think are going to matter, but hey, we'll roll for them. Do the lasgun guy. It's an 8. Where are we? Traitor guardsman while hidden. 8 while hidden is advance. Just going to go 1, 2. And then the other one up there, a 19 while hidden, is a charge. 1, 2, 1, 2. It might have been quicker to go the other way, but I'm trying to keep them separate so I know which group of guardsmen is which. Speaking of which, hostile group 2, so it's the group up there. We'll start with the sergeant and work our way back. They're all hidden. 13 while hidden is a charge. 1, 2, and then a 1. Oh, he's going to mix with the other group. I'm just going to leave them there so they're not mixed. Flamer guy, 14, is a charge. 1, 2, 1. Next guy with the grenades. Advance. 1, 2. Lasgun guy. Hold. Other lasgun guy. That is a charge. 1, 2, 1, 2. That square's now full. Last guy. 1 is a hold. So then it is over to UR. He's just going to spend the 2 4s for 4 movement in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's all he can do, so his 2's discarded, because he can't move on to the square with Amelin and Janice on it. So end of turn event, 17, inspiration. Someone can get an inspiration point. We will give it to Voron, because she's good at burning things, and that can be used to keep her right. Alright, we're looking to get out this turn, so we can go straight to the Stronghold. We only lose the 2s on the Destiny dice. It occurred to me that if I'd gotten the escape chamber result on the end of a turn event, it would have spawned up there, so we would have had to take the tunnel, which would have been neat, you know, taking that tunnel to get from one end of the level to the other. But thankfully, we're hopefully not going to do that. Initiative order. Hostile group 1 is the group that's wiped out. And Amelin. Then UR. And then hostile group 2 is the group that's point blank with us, except the 2 that held. And then the other group is the 2 that separated. And then Pius Voron and Janice. Janice is immediately going to try and do his gambit. He can go with whoever he wishes. He shall swap with hostile group 1, just in case, and go there. And with that, 1, 3, 6, 4. Oops, that was a 4 for Janice. Amelin's back up to 4 dice. 2 5s, a 4 and a 2. 1, 2, 5 for UR, which isn't that great. And Pius Voron, ooh, 4, 6, 6, 3. Alright, so, well, the first thing Janice is doing is calling the elevator on a 4+. So we might as well just shift where we came in. So our escape route is now there. Presumably you can't exit just by doing that, I guess. It's weirdly shaped. I'm not 100% sure I set that part up correctly, honestly, but I was working with limited space. Then he's going to spend a 6 to triple attack, starting with the wounded guy. Got him, just to make sure they're not there. Second guy, got him. Alright, you're done. Inspiration points because he ain't shooting anyone else. Nope. He is walking into the elevator for 2, and then he'll overwatch down to 2 when his last die. 1, 2. Then it goes to Amelin's turn. She'll walk in and then overwatch with 3 dice. 1, 2 onto this square as well. So our 5 goes down to a 4. And then a 3. And a 4. He's just getting in. 3 movement. 1, 2, 3, just again, actually leave him in front, so if anyone attacks, they attack him. And then hostile group 2 is the group that is here. So they're hidden currently. Flamer guy, 20 while hidden is a rush. 1, 2, and then he attacks point blank. He will attack UR, they're equidistant. Flamer point blank is a D12. Hits him for a normal crit. He blocks it with a crit. Next guy, Sergeant, while hidden. 5 while hidden is a hold, I think. Sneak. He can't move, because he would be seen. 16 for the lasgun guy is a charge. 1, 2. Close combat lasgun into, pardon me, you are. So D8. Nothing. The grenade guy, oh yeah, he is part of the team. Grenade guy, 11 while hidden is an advance. 1, 2, an attack. He's going to chuck a grenade at range 2. It's a D8. Nothing. And then the two guys who held last time, lasgun guy, 11 is advance. 1, 2. And then the last guy who accidentally just spun on the spot, he's holding again. No wonder he's facing the wrong way. His head's in the clouds. Then it's hostile group 3. They're not going to matter because it's those two guys. They're not going to get close enough. So we can just skip them. And Voron is getting in the elevator post haste. She has 2 enemies in front of her though, so she might as well try and kill them with her Vindicator Chainblade. So, first one, she killed him. And the second one, she'll spend, even if she spends all these, there's still the Destiny dice. She got them both. Does she get an inspiration point? She got 4 wounds. She does! She's up to 2 inspiration points. And then she gets in the elevator, and we go down to the Null-Gravity abyss, which I'm going to really struggle to fit into half of a 6x4 table. So a bit of a wide shot, but here is the Null-Gravity abyss stronghold set up. And as you can see, it is using question marks for encounter groups. The gist, super simple. Either going this lower route or going the upper route. We have to get to the Null-Gravity abyss here. We fall down it into this chamber and you fight 4 super tough spindle drones who start at maximum threat level and they have 6 wounds each. Also, when you fall down the gravity chute, you roll your any leftover activation dice and you discard any that aren't 1, 2 or 3. It's to give them a chance to attack you, essentially. Also, before we drop down, we need to find the spindle drones, and they are the number 4 encounter. So we need to make sure we find the number 4 encounter in one of these question marks. Don't know which is which. The other groups are like a full 8 guardsmen. Hang on, I have the list here. 8 guardsmen, 1 is 2 Chaos Space Marines and 4 Chaos Beastmen, and 1 is 2 Rogue Psychers and 4 Negavolt Cultists. So we could encounter them. There is a unique event table for this map specifically. We start up there in the top right, and other than that, I was barely able to fit it in. This is where the final fight is happening, but I think that book covers everything except initiative, which I have once again forgotten because I was setting up the table. So we'll quickly do that, and then our goal is we win if all surviving explorers are down there and the spindle drones are dead. First things first, we get our destiny roll. 3 4s go away, and we have a 5 or a 6, or 5 and a 6 rather. On turn 1, not so important because we don't know where any hostile groups are. And on that subject, any hostile groups that go first before the rest of us is perfectly fine. Because again, we're probably not going to find a hostile group turn 1, honestly. Janice Drake all the way at the back. This is only Amelin is going early. That's fine. Then we have Voron at the back there. Alright, we have our activation dice. I'm working with a very small area with which to roll dice because of the size of these strongholds. That was Janice's dice. Put them in. And we have Amelin's. 2, 4, 4, 5. Then yours. Oh no, Robot's not having a good turn. And then Voron. That's fine. When we were doing this digitally, we took the upper path. I think I want to see what group that is and then flee. That's my plan. So anyway, hostile group 1 activates. We don't know where hostile group 1 is, and boom, they're done. Amelin is going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she could move. She could. It's actually interesting. She could just walk through the wall using her phase crystal and just go straight down, but she'd get annihilated by herself. It is funny that she could just do that though. She'll spend 4 again to move 3. Immediately reveal this. It's hostile group 3. Hostile group 3 is 2 Rogue Psychers and 4 Negavolt Cultists. I'll put them on the board in a second. She is then running 8. She is fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She has not seen any other area, so that doesn't activate. Hostile group 2 would be next. They don't activate. Hostile group 3 though, that she just revealed, do activate. So I need to put them on the board. So there's the enemy setup. Also, I totally forgot to re-include Hostile Grip 4 in the initiative draw, but it doesn't matter because as soon as the spindle drones are unveiled, they teleport down here and hold and do nothing until someone comes down to meet them. So we're going to go straight to the Rogue Psychers. They are hidden because Amelin ran for her life. First one, 18. Regenerate. If they don't need to regenerate, they do Disrupt instead. Pius Voron will lose one of her dice. And the other one is a 9 while hidden. Hold. It's fine. This is the unlikable part about a Stronghold because it throws like all the enemies at you. It's having all the AI cards. Alright, first one. 16 while hidden is a charge and they move 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the next one on the same tile. 13 is a charge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They're getting in the way. Next one, 15. Well, that'll be a charge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Because they can't fit on the square. And the next one, 18. That would be a charge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Because again, there's no room on. Okay, they move quickly enough that they're a problem. That's unfortunate. So after the cultist, it's Janice. And he can do some cutting. So he'll spend his 1 to move. 1, 2. And then he'll spend the 6 off the board to get 3 attacks. On the first Negavolt Cultist, that's a crit, so he's dead unless he shrugs it. He's got a 1. Goodbye. Second attack on the next one on the same tile. Normal wound. I mean, he can't reroll, so yeah. Does he shrug it? Nope, that's a 1 again. Third attack. Kills him unless he shrugs it. He did not shrug it. Janice killed 2 of them. So he's 2 away from the other ones. They don't have cover from his position. He'll fire his pistol and rapier at one of them, which is also a D12 at that range. Nothing. He'll spend the rest of his dice to move 4 and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we want a smash and grab. Speaking of which, the robot's going to move 2. Go 1, 2. They do not have cover from his angle. He will spend the 5 off the Destiny board to fire his minigun twice. And at that range is a D12. So first shot, critted and killed the first cultist unless he shrugs. He did not. And his second shot, nothing. At least he got one of them. That's okay. Voron can take it the last. Oh, didn't do inspiration for Janice. Nope. He still has 2 1s. He's going to use those to move 2. As embarrassing as that is for him. He's a very slow robot. That's his downside for sure. Then it's straight over to Voron to end the turn. She'll move 3. Go 1, 2, 3. She will Cleansing Flames to get double D12 against the cultist. She only did a wound. She'll use her Bionic Eye to reroll. That's more like it. Don't shrug it. Nope. Splat. Oop. That would be a splat. And then she shall end her turn by spending her 4 to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Good first turn. We have to roll on the event table. A 4 and then I have to look over here. Not dead yet. Something that died this turn comes back as close as possible to an Explorer. Cultist will reappear there. Okay, a new battle round begins with Destiny dice. We lose the 2s, we lose the 4s, and we take a 5. Do we want all of our dice? No. We're not going to use our once per because I want to use it for when we're going down into the Gravity Abyss itself. So we only have a 5. Initiative order. Amelin is going first. She's going to be doing all the discovering. Janice Drake second. And then we have Hostile Group 3, which is the ones we discovered, right? Yeah. Then we have UR. Then we have Hostile Group 1, who we don't know yet. Pius Voron. Hostile Group 4, which is the drones I've included it in. And Hostile Group 2 last. Yeah, it was Group 3 that we found. Activation dice for individual characters. Janice. 1, 2, 3, 3. Not as good a roll for Janice Drake there. 1, 2, 3, 3. Amlin. Ooh, 1444. That means she has her Shadow Walk ability, or Phase Cloak. Actually, I keep forgetting. Chameleon Cloak is her... Yeah, Phase Crystal is her walk through walls. 345 for the robot, that's a much better result. 1255 for Pius Voron, which is also pretty good. So Amlin is going first. She'll spend her 1 to go 1, and then I guess she immediately to reveal. It's hostile group 1, that's like 8 guardsmen. Yeah, it's literally 8 guardsmen. Well, if it's discovered as soon as she walks in, she's not allowed to walk any further, so give me 1 second to put them on the board. So there's a situation Amlin now finds herself in, 8 versus 1, so it's a fair fight. She is going to spend a 4 to chuck one of her plasma grenades at the central hex there, so you put a plasma icon on it, although I'm not going to do it immediately. You roll the Blackstone die for each target, 11 to 19, a wound, 20 is a grievous, and a 10 or less, nothing. Starting with the flamer, that's nothing. Lasgun, nothing. Grenade guy, that's 1 wound on grenade guy. Now she has 2 plasma grenades, so she's going to chuck the other one as well, because I don't think there's anything stopping you doing that. So, plus I need some inventory space for when we go back to shop, so she's just getting rid of these because they're not very good. She'll chuck it at the same square. So, starting with the unwounded guy and then going clockwise. That's a 12, so that is a wound on the flamer. Then the guy who is wounded, 19, he is dead. I'll put that over there. Then the lasgun guy, he took a wound. So there. And remove the marker the next time the explorer is activated. So the marker, well, let's use this marker. I don't know if this is supposed to be used, but if anyone walked onto there, which they're not going to, but if they did, they would also have to take the effect from the plasma grenade. So she still has a 4 left. She'll use that to do her power blade. Her power blade might be more effective, honestly. She'll stab this guy. She killed them. And then she'll spend the 5 off the board to stab again, because double d12s is really good. On this guy, 1 wound to him. Could have been better. Could have been better. She's dealing out wounds all over the shop, though. Speaking of which, Janice is going to move in for spending his 1 for 2 movement. 1-2. Saying, hello Amlin, old chum, I see you're in a spot of bother. So anyway, I started stabbing. Now, unfortunately, he can only do single attacks with his... Oh, it doesn't matter, because he hasn't got any 4s. So, 1 attack, d12 on the wounded guy here. They're dead. 1 attack on this guy. Why did I just roll the... 1 attack on that guy, he's dead. 1 attack on that guy, he is also dead. But that is all his dice gone. All these wound counters, but there is still a burning plasma mark on the floor there. So that was fine, there's only 3 of them left. It's hostile groups 3. Do any of them reinforce? No, they don't, so it's just the cultists. Sorry, the psychers who are hidden. 19 while hidden. Regenerate, which becomes a disrupt. Pius will lose her 1, and then the other one while hidden. 15 while hidden. Disrupt. Pius will lose her 2, I guess. That's annoying. If I don't go kill them, they're going to keep doing that, but what can you do? Speaking of which, it's UR's turn. He will Power Claw for his 3. Oops. The cultist that came back. He will wound them unless they shrug it. No, he's by himself, it would be a 20. So he did take 1 wound, but he's going to have to do another one. He killed it unless they shrug on a 20. Nope. So they are actually dead, and then he shall spend his 5 to move 2. 1-2. To try and keep up with everybody. Then it becomes hostile group 1. We don't know where they are yet. So then it becomes Voron's turn. She shall move for 3. 1, 2, oh. Well, that's a problem. She'll also move for 3. Go 1, 2, 3. She shall use her Dark Age weapon, which is just a once per turn at range 2. Double d8s on the guy at the back. Nothing. Well, that's just fine then. So then hostile group 4, we don't know where they are yet, and then hostile group 2 is the group that we've just been annihilating. Do any of them come back? No, they do not. So then it's just down to attacking point blank, starting with the sergeant and moving on. 14, they are all close to charge. I guess he would avoid the plasma, so he's going to hit Janice. Point blank with a pistol, and melee weapon is 2d8s. That's a crit on Janice. He doesn't block it, he takes a Grievous. I'm working with so little space. Where did I put the d20? There it is. Next guy. They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter. 13. 13 while close is a charge. He's also going to attack Janice, and it's also 2d8s. He missed. And then the last guy, 5 while close, onslaught. And he's got a pistol, so he's going to stay at that range and shoot. He'll shoot at Voron, who's in cover, with his pistol at range 2, so that's a d6. Crit goes down to a hit because she's in cover. She does not block it, so she does take a normal wound. And then onslaught, so it's another attack. Hit goes down to a miss because she's in cover. So, end of turn event. A 10. Oh, hostiles revealed. Have to read this one. If there are still any unrevealed hostile group discovery markers, the one furthest from the explorer is revealed. If more than one marker is equidistant, the leader chooses which. If all the markers have been revealed, treat this as an inspiration instead. The furthest one away, well, you don't go by the crow fly, so it's definitely this one. That's hostile group 4, so it just goes boom, 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 disappears, and those drones are now there, which unfortunately means we know what's down here, and we have to go through them. Oof. Okay, new round. We lose the 4s, but we keep. Oops, I almost threw that off the table there. We keep a 3, 5, and a 6 on the Destiny board. Let's see the initiative order. I was debating whether or not I want to go around the long way just to avoid fighting the Chaos Guardsmen, the Chaos Space Marines, and whoever else. So Hostile Group 2 is the group that we haven't discovered yet. Hostile Group 1 is the group we just discovered, which is not good. Janice will try his free gambit. He can go wherever he wants. Hostile Group 2 is undiscovered. Yeah, that's definitely undiscovered. So he will swap with Hostile Group 1 so that he can hopefully stab them to death before they get a turn. No one else will try a gambit. So these are 3 dice for Janice because he's wounded. 3, 4, 6. 4 for Amelin. 1, 2, 2, 4. Not great. 3 for UR. Very good for the robot. 5, 6, 6. And then just 3 for Voron. 1, 4, 5. They should not be here. So, Janice is going first technically because Hostile Group 2 hasn't been discovered. Anyway, he started stabbing. Spent his 6 to attack 3 times. Miss. Hit on the sergeant. Killed the sergeant. Sergeant is gone. He just spent his 4 to attack twice to kill the other one. Hit them. Well, wounded them. Killed them. Simple as that. Nice and easy. Were they in that square or that square? I was debating whether or not they should have had cover. You know what, he'll spend his last die to say he moved there, just in case. And then he'll spend the 5 off the board to attack twice. Once was enough. So he is dead as well. And then... let's see here. Does he want to move in? That's the tough part. He'll spend the 3 off the board, leaving a 6 on there to move 2. And go 1, 2. Which I believe... No, center to center he still can't see it because of that gap there. Okay, so then we go to Pius Voron's turn. She could technically try and heal, but I want her to just burn some Space Marines. So she'll spend 1 and move 3. Go 1, 2, 3 and say, uh-oh, we just found Hostile Group 2. So that is quite intimidating when you see them all there. She will then spend her 5 for Cleansing Flames at range 2 on the Chaos Space Marines. They have 4 wounds on the first guy. That is a crit for a Grievous. And then on the second, she'll use her Bionic Eye for this turn to re-roll it. That's a crit, so that's good. They're both 1 wound away from death. Then she has a 4 left, but she'll spend the 6 off the board to do another Cleansing Flame on the same tile, because she wants those guards, Space Marines dead. That is a Grievous wound. Goodbye, Mr. Space Marine. thank you for playing. And the other one, 1 wound, that's enough. And she's ignoring cover because she's using a flamer, I forgot to mention that. So they're both dead. Leaves a whole bunch of beastmen though, and she'll just do a Vindicator Flame with her 4, so sadly that's just 2 d8s. But she'll do it on this tile, starting with him, moving to him. First one, just a wound, they have 3 wounds. Second one, 1 wound each. She will also tap her Dark Age weapon for this turn. That's another 2d8 because of the range they are. They're both wounded, so it doesn't matter. Killed that one. Voron does good work, it's just that she's a bit glass cannon-y, so I worry for her safety. Hostile Group 4, they just sit there. Then it's over to Amelin. She'll move for 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she can see them from there. And then she'll start cracking out sniper shots. 4+ to ignore cover. She'll spend her 4 to ignore cover on the wounded one, and at that range it is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's double d8. She can re-roll this. She doesn't need to. He's dead. Now, unfortunately, the rest of the shots she can fire don't ignore cover. Oh, they're not in cover. The cover line is there and they're past it. So I don't think that means they get the bonus because they're not up to it. So never mind. She'll fire twice. At the first one, critted and killed. Yes, they have 3 wins. I know I haven't been rolling inspiration rolls incidentally. It's just it slows things down and it isn't super necessary. Shot at the other one. He is actually dead. You know what? She killed a lot of wounds there. Pius Voron killed like 6 wounds. Nope. Amelin killed like 6 wounds. It doesn't matter. So they're done. And then Hostile Group 1 would activate, which is the Guardsmen. They don't come back. Hostile Group 3 is the group up with the Psychers. Do any of their Guardsmen come back? No. Psyker while hidden. A 2 is a hold, I know that offhand. An 18 will be regenerate down to disrupt, so the robot loses a die. And then Hostile Group 2 doesn't get a turn because they started prior to being discovered. It goes straight to the robot, he will move 4. Oh, the plasma disappeared as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because Amelin's already had a turn, as you hear my dog scratching next to me. And then an end of turn event. A 1, that can't be good. All is dust. Each explorer loses an inspiration point. Like I said, inspiration points don't matter. Okay, a new turn. We lose 3 of the destiny dice. Do we want them this turn just to get a lot of distance covered? I think I'd still rather save them for murder against the drone, so we'll just keep the 1 and the 5. And then we'll see the initiative order and go from there. Janus Drake. Hostile Group 2. And you are. Hostile Group 2 is the Beastmen and the Chaos Space Marines. Drones do nothing. Pius Voron. Hostile Group 3. Amelin is going slow this time, and then Hostile Group 1 right at the end there. Okay. 3 dice for Janice. 3, 5, 5. 4 dice for Amelin. 1, 3, 4, 5. You are... Ooh, 1, 6, 6. He's getting all these good rolls when he doesn't need them. And 3 for Pius Voron. 4, 5, 6. Alright, so Janice starts the turn. He will move with all his dice for 6, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is heading towards the vault. Hostile Group 2. So Hostile Group 2 is the... Not them. It's the... Oh, it's the... Yeah, the Chaos Space Marines, etc. None of them come back. They're done. You are 2, 4, 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's so slow. Hostile Group 4. The drones hold and await their fate. Voron is spending her... Well, she should maybe try and heal. She'll spend the 1 off the Destiny dice to try and heal. She'll spend the 5 off the Destiny dice to try and heal. A recuperate action worked. Then she'll spend all those to move 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's carpered. Then it's Hostile Group 3, which is the Psychers. Reinforcements. They do come back. Some of them do. Where is it? 2 guardsmen come back, and the door nearest would be... actually, where's my dead pile? Here they are. Would be immediately here, and they both take shots at Voron, unfortunately. And at that distance, with pistols, it's range 2. It's a d6. I just grabbed those instantly, I did not see, so these are just both their attacks. One of them got a crit. Thank goodness she healed herself. She brought it down to a normal wound, to be fair, but she's back to being wounded, which is annoying. Then it is, oh, the Psychers. First Psycher. While hidden, 14, that's a disrupt, so Amelin's losing a die. Second one, it's an 8, I'm pretty sure that's a disrupt as well. Oh no, that's a hold. Anything less than a 9 is a hold. So he does nothing, and then it goes to Amelin, and she shall phase walk with the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she will spend her 3 for a sword attack. Killed one, and then spend her 5 to try and kill the other. Killed them. That is so cool that she can phase walk. I can't believe I wasn't using that ability sooner. Although on her inspired side it's much easier to do. I think it's a 6+ on her uninspired side. So, inspiration point for her, she got, no, nowhere near. And then, reinforcements rolls for the guardsmen. 1, they come back. 6 of them come back. 6 of them. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other 3 can't see her because of the barrier there, so they ain't attacking, but those are. They're all melee, close combat though. That's 2d8s, that's not good. Pardon me. First one, nothing. Second one is a crit. Third one, just so we know, is also a crit. Come on, Amelin, you can do this. First vitality roll against the crit. She brought it down to a normal. Second one. Ugh. So she has taken a Grievous and a normal. So much for being the saviour. End of turn event. A 19. Heroic effort. Someone can make a vitality roll. Amelin will make a vitality roll. She critted. She can either turn that to normal wound or get rid of that. She'll turn this to normal wound. Because they need to wait for UR to get there anyway, so they've got like one more turn of heals. So we'll do that, and that's the turn. So this might be a turn where Destiny Dice matter. Yeah, we're going to use the once per game, try and keep the Destiny Dice as long as it's not a 1, 10 or a 20. Okay, we keep them. So all of them are being used this turn, because I might need them because of all those guardsmen that flooded through. Also, Amelin is tapping her Celestial Shield. You use it in the initiative phase. This explores defense value D12 until the end of the event phase, and then you discard the card. So, card is gone, but she is a D12 just in case. If they go before her, that would be very bad. So we've got UR. He's not going to get close enough to help. Janice might. That's them. So that's not good. And we have, there's Amelin. Hostile Group 2. And Voron. You know what? We're also going to use the ship ability to try and get a free gambit for everybody. Because I think we might need it. So, 1, 10 or 20 to counter it. Nope. Let me just check, it doesn't count at 15. No, it is a 1, 10 or 20. So everybody gets a free gambit. Let's do activation dice first. Janice, 1, 1, 6. Amelin with her 2 dice. Double 3s. You are with his 3, looking for high numbers. Okay. 2, 5, 5. And then 3 on Voron. Oh! She really wants to go first. Okay, let's do Janice's free gambit. Nope. Oh, yeah, let's do Amelin's free gambit. No. Screw it, let's do UR's. Nope. And then let's do Voron's. Thank goodness I didn't waste any dice and just used a ship ability, because that is appalling. Alright, well, Robot's going to move 4, at least, and then we'll see what he can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. If he spends the 1 off the board, he can move 1, and then he can unleash at range 1, 2, 3, 4. His minigun at range 4 is just a d8, so he'll spend the other 1 off the board to move another 1 to make it optimal range. He will also use his explosive ammunition, so he hits the adjacent tile, and he shall spend the 6 off the board to fire 3 times. One of the 6s off the board. He is not playing around. D12. Wound on one guy. Next guy. Dead. Third guy. Nothing. So he died. The explosive rounds make it happen on that tile. First guy is dead. That's the flamer. Second guy is dead. Third guy, nothing. That helps though. That does help. Yeah, the layout of the level is such that there's those two there, so you can't just sit in camp waiting to go down, because there's a high chance, well, if you get any reinforcements, they spawn right on you. He will do the same again. He'll spend the 6, fire 3 times. Nope. Nope. Killed one. The explosive ammo is a once per turn, so it didn't happen. He'll spend his last 2 to fire once at optimal range. He killed him. That's more like it. I feel safer now. There's only one guardsman left, assuming no more come back. Janus Drake, he's going to spend 2 to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll spend his 6 to move 2. Just slot himself in there. And then that's his turn. Do any more guardsmen come back? No. What does the one that's left alive do? He's hidden. Ugh, 7 well hidden. Let's see if I can find the right card amongst this rabble. Advance. Move. Point blank las gun. Which is a D8 on Amelin. Misses her, thankfully. Speaking of which, Amelin then gets to do revenge. She'll spend the 3 off the board to do a power blade into him. Oh, she'll spend her own 3 to do a power blade into him. Hit him for 1, and then she'll spend her last 3. She wanted to heal, but that's not going to happen now. Oof. She killed him, but she used all her dice, so she can't heal. Then it's Hostile Group 2. Do any of them come back? No, almost. That was almost. That would have been really bad. So no Hostile Group 2, and then it is Pius Voron. She'll try and heal herself with the Recuperate. Try and heal herself with the Recuperate. Oh. Try and heal herself with the Recuperate. Really though? Like really? Hostile Group 4 does nothing. Hostile Group 3, nope. Psyker, first Psyker, 12. That's a disrupt. Oh, there's no disrupting left. Alright, well, Voron is going to take another wound then. Other Psyker, 20. That'll be down to disrupt as well. No, actually, that'll be an Empower, which is what that icon was meant to be used for, I believe. So one of them is empowered now. And end of turn event. A 3. No Destiny dice. Sorry, as we begin this new round, in the event phase that just happened there, Voron is using her discardable medkit to remove all wound counters from herself or an adjacent. She's choosing to get rid of herself because she is a better killing machine in close range. So that's what we're doing, and with that we're on to Destiny dice. No, we're not. No Destiny this turn. Unfulfilled, although this is the last turn before we prepare to go down to the Gravity Abyss and fight the 6 wound maximum threat level drones. So really this is the last round where reinforcement rolls matter. After that we can pretty much take their cards out because they can't take the Gravity Abyss to come after us. Voron will try, Janus will try his free gambit. He can swap with an adjacent. Sure. Why not? And then he gets his 3 activation dice. 1, 1, 6. 2 for Amelin. Double 2s. 3 for UR. Gets a 2, 3, 2. And then all 4 for Voron because she healed herself. Oh, this roll would have been fantastic for next turn. 5, 6, 6, 6. Get her checked out for heresy again. So Janus is going to move for 2, or spend a 1 to move 2, 1, 2. He'll spend the other 1 to move 2, 1, 2. Then he shall go on Overwatch with his 6 down to a 5. Just in case. Hostile Group 2, do they reinforce? Yes. Yes they do. Of course they do. They're large, or are Space Marines huge? No, they're large. 4 of them? Like really, though? That just seems unfair. Well, that's what we're doing. Come out of this elevator and all of them get a free shot at Janus, because that's how this works. You just attack. So for Space Marines at range 1 it's double D8. That'll be a crit on the first one and a normal hit on the second. So defending against the crit, he did. Defending against the normal, he did. Oh, also he would Overwatch at this point. He'll spend the 6 down to a 5, so he gets 2 attacks before they actually should have done anything. I'll do this on the Beastmen then, since they haven't done anything yet. Nothing. 1 wound on one of them. That's must do better. Speaking of, The Beastmen, where are their cards? So many AI cards. If they charge... Oh yeah, this is a row I keep forgetting. For the Beastmen, the Bellowing row, if you try and spend a die next to them, the cost goes up by 1. Which was totally forgotten about. Because they haven't been added yet, so they're only in the Strongholds. First one on Janus is range 2 actually, so it's a D8. Second one on Janus is a hit. His defense roll is a miss. So he takes a normal wound. He's at half health, technically. Well, do Hostile Group 1 come back? No, there wouldn't really have been much room for them if they had. So Amelin will just spend her 2/2s to do 2 vitality rolls. Of course. UR will spend 2/2s to move 2. 1, 2. And then spend the 3 to move 1, so he's in there, I guess. That's what you meant to do. Hostile Group 4 doesn't do anything, so then it's Voron, and she can murder, death, kill. 1, 2, 3, she's in there. Cleansing Flames needs to be at range 2, however, so first 6 will be spent on Cleansing Flames on the Chaos Space Marines. First one takes a wound, Grievous. Second one takes a Grievous. She'll spend a 6, do it again. First one is dead. Second one, dead. Thank goodness for Voron. She'll spend her last 6 on a point blank Vindicator Chainblade on the Wounded Beastman. Nothing. Bionic Eye to reroll it. She got it to a wound. However, they have 3 wounds, so he's still alive. Oof. Then it's Hostile Group 3. Psychers, do they get reinforcements? They're supposed to. I really don't want to, but they, how much would they get? They get 4 guardsmen. 1, 2. 1, 2. They all take a free shot. They're all going to shoot at UR. First 2 shots with the pistol guys, they missed. Lasgun guys at point blank is D8s. They both missed. Still bad though. I can't get past them. Alright, well that's end of turn. End of turn event. It's an 18. Is that something good? Heroic effort. Free vitality roll on Amelin, I'm going to say. Come on! Alright, new turn. Destiny dice. We lose the 6s, that's unfortunate. We keep a 1, 2 and a 3. Let's take a look at the initiative order. This was going to be so easy, and then there had to be non-stop reinforcements. This is a good start though. They have the killing power required. Hostile Group 2, Hostile Group 4. You are. Oops, as I knock this. Hostile Group 1, Amelin, and Hostile Group 3 right at the end. Okay, how untidy this is getting. Janus gets 2 dice, a 1 and a 4. Amelin gets 2 dice, 1 and a 3. Yor gets all 3. 1, 3, 3. 4 for Voron. 1, 5, 3, 3. Okay, well, Janus starts the turn. He'll spend his 4 for 2 attacks. Point blank against the guardsman. Killed 1. Oh, wait, no, they're not wounded. Hits 1 for 1 wound, hits the other one. Or rather, hits the same one, kills him. He'll spend his 1 to attack another one once. Nothing. He'll spend the 1 off the board to wound, and then the 2 off the board hit the same one and kill them. Oof. Big oof, that's all he can do unfortunately, so yeah, he should have thrown his Melta Bomb maybe. So you know what? He'll spend the 3 off the board to throw his Melta Bomb. It does 2 grievous wounds to everything in 1 tile. Goodbye, Beastman. I've had quite enough of you. Although 2 grievous wounds is 6 wounds. No, he's not going to do that, because that just insta-kills 2 drones. No, those Beastmen, one of them has 1 wound left. They're not as big a threat. We need that Melta Bomb for downstairs. He goes straight to Voron then. She's going to do 2 Vindicator Chainblades attacks on the wounded Beastman. First one takes, well, kills him because he was on 2. Second one takes a wound. are. And then she'll spend 3 for another one. Nothing. She'll spend 5 for another one. Killed it. Still leaves the 2 guardsmen, unfortunately. Speaking of which, it's group 2, which was the beastmen. Do they reinforce? No, they do not. Group 4 does nothing. It's over to UR. He's doing 2 power claw attacks. Guardsman, dead. Guardsman, wounded. He uses last dice to do 1 more. Dead. Ugh. This is tiring. Also group 1, do they immediately reinforce? No, thankfully. Amlin's turn. She'll spend for 2 vitality rolls. That wasn't really a roll. She'll spend for 1 vitality roll is what I meant to say, because a crit means she can get rid of 2 normals, and then she'll move 1, 2 into position to go down next turn. Also group 3, reinforcements. Psyker 1, 19 is a power up, other Psyker is a hold, so both of them are powered up now. But that is end of turn event already, because we're ready to go down. It's an 8. Heroic. Oh, hostiles revealed, treat it as an inspiration. If, well, I don't care about inspiration actually, so it's fine, we'll just move on. Let's see what we can do with the Destiny Dice this turn. We lose the 5s, but we have a 4 and a 3, which is a start. Initiative real quick then. We have Amlin going first, then we have Hostile Group 1. Although, again, I think this isn't going to matter because we're going down the elevator this turn. Or the Null-Gravity thing. So you are just going slow. Hostile Group 2 at the end, and Hostile Group 4. That's perfect. 2 activation dice for Pure Janus. 3 and a 1. All 4 for Amlin. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 6 is good. They're not in cover down there, we're just out of sight. You are... Ooh, 3, 5, 5, that's pretty good. Amlin, also pretty good, 2, 3, 4, 5. We use a lot of gear this time though. So Amlin is going first. She'll spend the 6. Why the 6? Because you only get to keep low dice rolls anyway. She goes whoop, 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 whoop. Appears down there. You re-roll any activation dice she has, and you only keep anything that's 1, 2, or 3. She has a 1, which she shall use to shoot, because she has nothing better to do, at one of them for d12. And she grievous wounds it, but they have 6 wounds each. So it's still very much alive and angry. Hostile Group 1, do any of them come back? No, thank goodness. Janus will take the Null-Gravity Abyss. Whoop, 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 whoop. I guess really he should move so someone else can come down. First of all, he'll re-roll the 1 die he has. He doesn't get to keep it. So he would have to spend both Destiny Dice. Yeah, he will. He'll spend the 3 and the 4. He's going to move here and then chuck his Melt-A-Bomb at this tile, because you have to spend a 1+. It's, sorry, adjacent. He moved there. Adjacent, it does 2 grievous wounds to hostiles in the square. 2 grievous wounds is 6 in total. He just offed 2 of those. That was worth holding on to for a moment like that, in my opinion. Janus can't do anything else, however. It goes straight to Voron. She moves. 1, 2, 3. Whoop, 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 whoop. See if she gets to keep any of these dice. She gets to keep 2 3s. She'll move in and Chainblade 1 that's wounded. Just to try her best. Looking for a Grievous. She got a Grievous, she killed it. This is what happens when you make these adventuring groups angry. We're not going to bother rolling Frost. Well, I really should. Hostile Group 3, 14. First Psyker holds, second Psyker disrupts. He'll lose a die, he'll go in the Abyss. Well, actually, he has to spend all his dice just to get down there, so now the only thing that matters is the 1 surviving, very angry, threat level, whatever. Sorry for the alarm in the background if you can hear it incidentally. He is adjacent, he's engaged. That's an onslaught. Wait, 11? Yeah, onslaught. On Voron, first hit is a normal wound, second hit is a crit. So against the normal wound, blocked it, against the crit, no. She took a Grievous. Oh, you know what? She didn't use her Dark Age weapon. She'll fire her Dark Age weapon at it. That close range. She got a normal wound. She'll use her bionic eye to re-roll that to try for a crit. She got a crit. So now it's on 3 health. Unfortunately everybody's gone. But again, nothing else that happens out here now matters. So end of turn event. A 5. Not dead yet, but they can't appear down here, so nothing happens. So this is going to be the last turn. It's just whether or not somebody gets taken out in the process. We have a 2 and a 3 on the Destiny board. Also, I believe you don't use the area AI they hold unless there's a target, in which case they onslaught, although I did an onslaught anyway, so... Amlin, you have a chance to end this. You will also have a chance to end this if she fails. And then it gets to go. And Voron, and then obviously Janet. I took the other ones out because they don't matter. 2 dice for Janice. 4 and a 4. Oops. 4 and a 4. All 4 for Amlin. You get your normal dice now. It's only in the process of using the elevator that you lose everything that's not a 1, 2 or a 3. Oh, 3. Oof. Alright, Amlin. At that range, you're at range 2. You might as well spend the 1 to move in and then do 2 sword attacks. Point blank, double D12. First attack, looking for a Grievous. You got it. We are done. So that does mean that someone is going to get a trinket that we'll go over once we've got the precipice step set up. Something I didn't do when we did the first Stronghold that I've missed in the rewards. You get D6 extra trading points, which we'll also set up. But yeah, that's Stronghold number 2 down. So at the end of the adventure, it is time to do some shopping in Precipice, but here is the reward for doing the Null-Gravity Abyss, the Spindle Drone Amulet. If an explorer with this card is attacked by a Spindle Drone, then the Spindle Drone always attacks with threat level 0 and must re-roll successes. I'm going to give that to the robot because it seems the most fitting, because he is interested in the AI guarding the Blackstone Fortress. So UR now has that amulet. Here is the dice rolls for their bonus funding. So we'll start with Janice and go left to right. So he also has 4 Archaeotech, which is pretty good. He can afford to buy a lot of stuff. And if he goes to his own ship, he'll have +1 as well. I think he might go nuts on his spending. Let's see, if he goes to Amelin's ship, he could spend a lot there, and she only has 4 to spend. Let's see here. He's going to go to his own ship, he's going to buy everything. So he has another Melta Bomb, he has a Plasma Bomb, and he has the Mammoth Tusk Blade, which is just you discard it to do a wound to an adjacent enemy once. Why not? So he spent 7. So that's the 6 bonus plus his 1 bonus for being on his own ship. So he actually gets to keep his cash as well. So that puts him at 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 inventory. I'll sort that later. Amelin has no cash. So she's only got 4 on her, plus 1 if she goes to her own ship, which she will. And she will buy... if she buys the cloak, exhaust this to change the success of a defense roll to a crit. Or she can take a move that means she doesn't need to stop at an enemy. Actually, because she's on her own ship, she could also buy that and Runes of Witnessing. Discard this card at the end of the Gambit step to exchange this person's initiative card with anyone on the combat track. Yes, that's 5, so that's her 4 bonus plus her 1 bonus for being on her own ship. Phantasm Rune and Rune of Witnessing. That's all she has besides a clue and her thing that makes her inspire at the start of a run. So she's only got inventory 4, so that's fine. UR's got 3 to spend, plus an extra 1. He will go to the Clarion. He'll spend his 3 and his 1 to buy bionic muscle fibers, which doesn't really make much sense for a robot, but it permanently adds 1 to his movement value, which he desperately needs. So yes, 100% we are doing that with UR. Voron, she's sitting on just 1 Archaeotech, plus a bonus of 1. If she goes to her own ship, she would have another bonus. There was some good stuff, pardon me, here that we kind of ignored, unfortunately. Make an attack against that hostile group with their own weapons. I think giving Voron a lot of movement again is fine. So she'll also go to the Clarion, which is her own ship, which means she technically has 2 to spend. Sure, you know what, she'll pick Incantation Doom then, so that's the bonus 1 plus her 1 from being on her own ship, the Clarion. And Doom is a 1+, pick a hostile group until the end of the turn. Failed attack rolls attacking that hostile group are re-rolled. Discarded when used, but casting Doom on someone might be useful. So we do have 4 clues, I think. 1, 2, 3, oh yeah, and 4. So we can technically go straight to another Stronghold. I think next though we'll be going on a little side mission where Voron, upon returning to her ship, is surprised to see Thaddeus the Purifier has arrived in Precipice, and he recruits her into a little side mission to purge some heretics. So we'll see that next time. Thank you for watching. I also totally forgot that of course set 7 was an option to buy some stuff, but oh well. Until next time, thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.